Long time ago, zombies had a problem. Too many types of coins. Every time zombie merchants traded meat brains, they had to swap money. It was messy, it was dumb. So zombies invented a solution. Benches. Zombies sat on benches and exchanged zombie coins. And somehow, that's how banks started. The word bank came from the ancient Italian word banco, which means bench where money deals take place. But the zombie world was dangerous. Road full of thieves, fake money everywhere, and getting a loan was harder than finding a fresh brain at midnight. So the zombies got smart. They built a network of zombie banks. They started giving loans to other zombies. They even loaned money to zombie kings and zombie popes. So how do banks make profit? Banks are risk takers. They take money from saver zombies and lend them to borrower zombies. Zombies who save get a small bite of interest, and zombies who borrow pay big juicy interest. Banks keep the difference, hence profit. But not all zombies pay their debt. Some go lose a brain, then they die. So banks play a dangerous game of will the zombie pay back or return back into the grave he came from. But this is not the only way. Banks also make profit in many other ways. Number 1. Credit card. Bank gives zombie a magic plastic card. Zombie swipes it to buy stuff. No coins needed. But every time zombie swipes, the bank is secretly lending money to zombie with interest. If zombie don't pay back fast, zombie's debt grow into a giant debt. And banks love debt because they feast on interest payments every single month. Also, they hide fees and penalties by in confusing terms. Late by one day, boom, extra charge. Number 2. Foreign coin exchange. Going to another zombie land, zombie will need different currency to buy foreign brains. Bank says, we'll exchange your coin for the new ones. But they don't do it for free. They sneak in a fee and give zombie a worse rate than what the market offers. For example, for every 100 coins zombie gives, maybe zombie only gets 90 worth back. Number 3. Cash guarding. Banks promise to keep zombie money safe, and they do. But they don't just lock it in a vault and nap. While the zombie sits quietly, the bank uses them to make more money, giving loans, investing, trading. Zombies may make profit from the money every month in terms of interest, let's say 0.5%. Meanwhile, the bank makes 10 times that using the money. You're basically letting the bank rent your money, but you only get paid in crumbs. Number 4. Fee just for existing. This is bank's sneakiest trick. They basically charge zombies just for having an account. Monthly fees, maintenance fees, low balance fees, ATM withdrawal fees, using another ATM, breathing near their office. They create rules you don't even know existed. Then they fine you for breaking them. But then came the problem. Zombie banks got too greedy. Instead of helping zombies get homes or start bone selling shops like before, they wanted more money and faster. So what did they do? They stopped thinking long term. They started making fast money by giving out risky loans, even to zombies with no jobs, no money, no brains. After that, they bundled those risky loans together and started auctioning them off to other banks, claiming they were safe. Other banks believed them and bought them. Even worse, banks started betting on those loans. Betting they'd work, betting they'd fail, betting on the bets about the bets. It became one giant casino. Because every time a deal was made, zombie bankers got huge bonuses. More and more zombie money. But they didn't care if the loans were trash, as long as they got paid. And that's not banking anymore. That's more like gambling. And like all bad gambles, the system collapsed. And boom, 2008. The zombie housing market collapsed. Brain prices crashed, zombies panicked, other zombie banks fell like dominoes. After the collapse, governments couldn't just sit and let the entire banking system rot. So new rules were made to prevent such a disaster from happening again. Banks were now forced to keep emergency funds, kind of like a safety jar. So if things went wrong again, they would have some backup and wouldn't immediately collapse. More regulations were added to make sure banks didn't give out risky loans so easily, and that they were being watched more closely. Basically, stop gambling with other zombies' money. But here's the problem. Not all the rules got through, because the banking industry is super powerful. Big banks spent millions to lobby politicians, pushing back against tough rules that would hurt their profits. So while some good changes were made, many of the most important laws, the ones that could have really changed how banks behave, were blocked or watered down. It's like putting a bandage on a zombie bite. It helps for now, but the infection is still there underneath. But not all hope is lost. Out of the chaos rose a new breed of financial heroes. Zombies who didn't want to gamble, lie, or chase gold-plated brain bonuses. They wanted to fix things. But how? Number 1. Fee-only investment banks. Some new financial company said, hey, what if we just charge a constant yearly fee to manage your money, instead of making money from selling you stuff you don't need? No commissions, no tricky deals, just honest advice, because they earn the same amount no matter what they recommend. That means they have a reason to act in the best interest of their clients, not just push risky investments to make fast profit. Number 2. Credit unions. Then came credit unions. These are like community-owned banks, run by zombies for zombies. No rich banker at the top, just members who pull their money together to help each other out. They help zombies start meat shops, build homes, and any profit goes back into the group. Also, they're more careful with loans, because it's their community's money on the line. Number 3. Crowdfunding. Then came a revolution, crowdfunding. Instead of begging one bank for money, a zombie could go to the internet and say, I want to build a jetpack, who wants to help? And thousands of small zombies could each throw in a tiny bit of money. It could be for a game, a movie, a new invention, or even a real business. No middleman, just idea meets support. And if it fails, no one loses too much because the risk is spread out. This made a ton of cool projects possible, especially for young zombies without connections. Number 4. Microcredit. This is where small loans, sometimes just $50 or $100, are given to zombies in poor villages who want to start a small business, like brains and bagel shops or ladyfinger shops. Previously, banks used to ignore them, thinking it was a waste of time. But now, microloans have helped millions of zombies lift themselves out of poverty. It's simple. Give someone a little help and they can change their life.